Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 568, and I think it was a long time since this lovely person here guested on any of my episodes. So, welcome, Crossing Gamer.
Thank you.
And we won't be talking about his channel at the moment because he's not growing it too much, albeit there are a couple of new videos, I think, from hill climb racing. So I leave it up to you to go there and check and see if they are of your interest. Obviously, as always, the link to Crosson Gamer channel is in the description, so you can check this out. And he obviously will be happy to see more views, and hopefully you'll like it. Today will be a fairly short episode. I named it Pathsocial, and for those of you that don't know what it is, which I would be surprised, but these days advertisements are targeted, so some people might never see certain ads, while others do see plenty. And Pathsocial is very aggressive, at least in a couple of places that I've seen it. And probably I saw their adverts for about 2 years already. And many times I was considering to sign up for a month to try it out, but I never actually got to decide positively to go for it. And obviously along the way there were many promotions. They tried to lure people in, especially for the annual plan where you pay upfront for 12 months. But obviously that wasn't ever an option for me. I never pay for the whole year unless something is reasonably priced and I already tested it and I know that it works. So they would never, I would say, catch me on that. Albeit, obviously, some of the offers were ridiculously good for the annual subscription, while when you switched to the monthly payment, it was much, much more expensive. So I won't be talking too much about it because I wrote plenty. Julian can confirm.
Jeez, this is like the longest post you ever written.
Yeah, so I wrote plenty about this particular tool in the blog post. So if you're watching that on YouTube, please go to the description and check for the address of the blog, or basically just go to www.bluntforcehealing.com or bluntforcehealing.wordpress.com. This will lead you to the blog post, to the actual blog website, and most recent will be the day 568 Pathsocial blog post, exactly titled like this episode. And this episode will be embedded in the blog post as well. The only thing I want to say is that for those of you that have Instagram accounts, or in fact any accounts like TikToks or Facebook, and you try to grow your brand or boost a little bit your accounts, these days there's plenty of options and probably hundreds if not thousands of tools or websites claiming that they can do it for you. Unfortunately, many of them are very risky because if you subscribe to them, they might be using tactics that will be detected by the social platform as non-genuine or malicious, and your account might be blocked forever and you will never get it back. So if you already put a lot of effort into building it, I would completely recommend to never go for any of those services, and especially those that are asking you for login. There are a couple of genuine websites or tools that will log into your account in order to use the API of Instagram or the likes of to post instead of you. But these portals are well known, like later.com is one of them, and there's no need to advertise them. But always check that up. Pathsocial does not require you to put any login. You just provide the profile that you want to be promoted, and they claim that they will use their Los Angeles based team, and they will push that in different forms of promotion towards the audience, and this way you will grow organic followers. There are many red flags that I actually discovered along the way. I'm not stopping the service because I already paid for a month. Obviously, I will cancel the subscription in the right time to make sure that they won't charge me. But I want to collect more evidence to make sure that eventually I will create a much longer post/review that I will be promoting to other influencers in hope of spreading the word out to make sure that this highly advertised service is not catching more and more naive people that will be paying for it. I raised those concerns with the team that's supposed to be like my account manager in Pathsocial, and whoever the owner is or the salesperson. They responded with quite a template-ish thing, which already sounds silly, but they said they raised it internally and it will be responded to me. So I'm really curious to see all those responses, because it's, I like to play the game of what scammers like to do. And in fact, so far evidence shows that there is very little they can do to make it right, because initial response suggested that they think that I see some fake accounts following my Instagram, while in fact I see at least 95% of those accounts being fake or copies and generated by some weird tooling, probably some AI driven. They don't hide the fact that they use the AI driven engine, but they advertise it as the AI being that intelligent thing to push it to more real human accounts, while I found quite the opposite. So the AI is probably only generating fake accounts, which then in turn follow you and get followed by other people because they don't know that they are fake. So they have certain elements or certain numbers of followings, etc. So they look like they are private locked accounts that belong to the real people, while I already checked and many of them don't. So beware of that. This is just a warning. I will update you on how it goes, but it's a funny experiment, and it's in my area of information security and compliance that allows me to see those red flags fairly early. And if you want to read about them, go ahead and visit the blog. For now, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of the day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.